Hey guys, welcome to episode 7 of Unstable Talks. I am your host, Austin, as always, with my host, Gavin.
Yo.
And my host, Josh.
What's up? So, I got a question for y'all.
Yeah.
Always have questions.
If you guys could be the greatest of all time at a single sport, what sport would you pick?
Soccer.
Okay.
Explain.
Soccer is the number one viewed sport, and you just get mad hype if you're the best in it.
Is
So
it
you
the
can have
number one
fun?
viewed sport?
100%.
Like, is it like by a landslide?
Like the World Cup final is the most watched sporting event, I think, every 4 years. So like when it
This is
happens.
off topic, but did you guys hear about that league they wanted to start?
Yeah, the Super League.
Yeah, that shit was
no,
crazy.
no, tell
bro.
me about it. What?
So basically, it's like I think it was like 20 or something.
They took like the best teams and like
In
offered them
Europe.
to play in their league instead. Like, I don't know if it was on top of the league they're in.
No, I think
Or is it just
I
splitting
don't
away?
know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know that much about it because I just know that everyone hated the idea because it was like rich people were trying to take
Right.
away from like the poor teams.
But
Like
I guess like imagine if like you took the NFL and you took the best teams in that in the NFL,
Yeah.
and you said, "Hey, do you guys want to start another league where it would be you?" And they bribed him with $400 million.
Why did they take it, dude?
Because it's just like
gone.
They
it just
did.
no,
they
it's not going through. I don't think. I think a lot of teams declined it.
Well, no, because every team that got announced accepted it, but now after all the backlash
Backlash
I
with,
think they're
like,
trying
FIFA
to
and
back
shit.
out. But I think the guy, I don't know, it might be the president of Real Madrid.
Yeah,
Was saying that like you're not getting out of it. There's no way to get out of it. You sign the contract, and then like UEFA's like saying like any player who participates in this league is like banned from all like competition, like from like any of the leagues in the countries. I'm pretty sure
yeah. Like FIFA was super pissed about
I'm confused.
Like
What's the
Champions
motive
League.
behind all this?
money
it. Money and it would just like
it
take
screws like the poorer like worse clubs.
right.
Oh.
It would just bring a lot of entertainment. Like
So it's going to segregate the soccer
because you would
community.
like think of this, like if
Right?
you took all the NFL
Kinda.
teams and they were the best, like all the best NFL teams, you would
Okay.
watch every game.
Yeah.
Like it's like a Super Bowl every game type of thing.
Well, it's like a
not
league.
really, but
It's
like
just like the NFL. Imagine all the teams in the playoffs created their own league.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then, like,
yeah, I get it.
Who's gonna want to? And in like soccer, it's like there's no draft.
Mhm.
Like it's players sign where they want to sign. So it's like who's gonna sign for, a team like West Ham in England when you could go
Right.
play for like Barcelona.
Real Madrid, yeah.
Yeah, like there would be no point.
But yeah, that would be my answer. Be a soccer player.
What would you be?
I don't know. Probably football.
What position?
Quarterback.
Quarterback?
You're
Yeah.
a quarterback.
Like I just think about like the feeling I get when I watch Josh Allen on Sundays, and I was like, yo, if that was me, like
It's
imagine.
mad stressful though. Like you got.
I know, but like I'm the GOAT. Like
I mean, I
we're under
guess.
the circumstance
Yeah.
that like I'm the GOAT,
like
greatest
you're
of all
already the
time.
best
Okay.
at it. Yeah.
Like I can only like imagine being like the Bills quarterback, AFC Championship game in Buffalo. You throw a dime to Diggs to send the team to the Super Bowl with the crowd going crazy. There's like I just don't see like a better feeling.
We were so close this year, dude.
Mm.
Too bad.
I was gonna say something, but I think I changed my mind because of how you described football. I was gonna say snowboarding. Being the
Snowboard.
goat. Dude,
wanna be
because
on, like,
You
X
want to be
Games
Sean
and
White.
shit,
You
right.
wanna be
because
Sean
we
White.
went snowboarding and like I thought it was
Hard.
dope, but like I don't know. Like imagine being at the goat of snowboarding. Like some Sean White type shit. Like even better.
Like you're on slopes. That,
Like you're
the
going
snow
down
is
some
falling and
like you're
shit.
going down some crazy
Like,
slopes.
I forgot what they called it. No, not fluff.
But imagine like I don't know, it'd be cool.
Yeah, but you're telling me you'd rather play like snowboard.
But I
at the
changed my
Olympics
mind. I changed my mind.
To what?
The greatest center in the NBA history. I would be a center. And I would hit a buzzer beater 3. Everyone would be shook.
What would
Because
you
I would
do?
never shoot
You
threes.
get left open.
Yeah. They're gonna disrespect me in the corner. And I'm gonna wet it. It's gonna be over. That's my 100%. No doubt in my mind.
Yeah, mine was either football or basketball. Cause like imagine like
Posterizing someone.
playing in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, like the what
Yeah,
year was it
it's-
when the Cavs came back down 3-1?
Mhm.
Like imagine playing in that game. Like you
And
were
imagine
watching
being
it,
the
like,
crazy
Imagine
environment.
being the goat
like
of your
LeBron
team.
in that situation.
Exactly. Nothing better. I feel like because there's more anticipation for the final game. Like, you know what I mean? Like you get to see, like the teams get to go against each other a little bit more. Like I feel like you get a better feel
Yeah.
of who the better team is. As like football is like anything can go on that day.
But that's like kind of like the whole March Madness like sort of like hype to it. Like March Madness, like there's one game and you're done if you lose. Like football is like you lose, you're out. Like you just played 16, now going to be 17 games. It's like the Bills could have lost to the Colts in the first round and it could have been over.
Yeah.
Let's not talk
And
about
if
the Bills.
we don't get a pick 6 in the Teron Johnson, who knows what happens in that game? Like it's like those little moments.
Are you talking about the Baltimore game?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that happen live.
Yeah, it was
Greatest moment of my life.
That was so litty.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone, watching remembers week 3 of Allen's second year in the league. It was the Bengals and the Bills home game, home opener. Me and
We went
Austin
together
went to-
there. Oh, yeah.
And somebody had to work at Dick's that night. So we're in the fourth quarter, and the Bengals are driving. And they score. I'm pretty sure they took the lead. And Austin was like, I have to get to work. Like, they're going to lose. I was like, all right, bet.
Cooked it.
You agreed, though. Like, you were like, yeah, like, the game was
Okay, well, they
cooked.
can't-
You were heated, too.
But what we ended up missing was the Bills driving down the field and Allen throwing it to Dawson Knox, who eventually ran over 3 people in probably the best play of his career. And then a Trey White interception to ice the game. And
It
we
is
missed
what
it
it
all
is.
because of Dick's Sporting Goods.
It is what it is.
It happens. People have jobs. You know,
Yeah,
they gotta
I,
get there.
I actually had
Have your
inventory.
fun.
I had inventory that night, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
That sucks.
there's
Inventory
nothing
does.
more important than the Bills to me.
Well, yeah, it's true, but
What do you guys think the Bills do tomorrow night? Draft. What position you want?
I want either a defensive lineman or an O lineman.
Of course, you're going
I
line.
don't know. I think I want to add to the defense a little bit. I don't know where. The best athlete you can pick defensively at the time.
So you're going best player available on defense?
Yes.
We
Well,
already have a good defense, but like if we
I think
just
our
had-
D line needs an upgrade.
That's
I
what
think
I'm
we
saying.
lack-
Like D line, like if we had like another solid person at like D line or another 2 solid people, like
Or my boy Ed Oliver's got to.
Ed Oliver's got to pick it up.
Gotta-
Well,
fucking
I don't
pick it
think like the issue is interior D line. I think it's more of an edge rusher for the Bills.
Yeah,
because
like
like
a
we just don't get enough
Yeah.
quarterback pressure. Like look at the Bucks in the Super Bowl and how they got to Mahomes. Like
Well,
night and day.
Star
in the middle of-
Latule being out was not a help.
Yeah, I mean at Oliver pick up double teams.
And he can, but he's small.
Yeah, he's
That doesn't
undersized
suit
for a
him. It doesn't suit him.
DT. But I don't know because I think our biggest needs are probably edge rusher and then like cornerback too, and then maybe interior offensive line.
I wouldn't even say a biggest need is corners. I wouldn't. I'd say that's far from the biggest need.
I think that's number 2 in my opinion. Why do you not think?
I don't
You
know.
think
Our
Levi
secondary
Wallace
plays,
was fine?
I mean, he's not the greatest, but like our secondary, just in general, we have 2 great safeties. We have one of the best corners in the league. Like I feel like that should be a solid enough base to where let's just get some pressure.
I think we
on
need
the
a fast
offense.
corner.
I think we should cut Jake Fromm.
Why?
Why?
I just don't think we need a third string when we have Josh Allen. Who's our QB2?
Trubisky.
Trubisky, yeah. Like, I mean, I don't know. Either cut one of our quarterbacks.
Why? You need 3 quarterbacks. One practice squad, 2 suit up.
I don't think picking up Trubisky was a good thing though.
Well, what happens if Josh Allen? Okay, knock on wood. Josh Allen gets injured right now.
Jake Fromm.
Yeah,
Okay, you put
rather
one of them
Trubisky.
in.
Trubisky
What happens?
started
What
for
happens
the
if
Rams.
Trubisky goes in and he shits the bed, throws like 4 picks? Then what? You're gonna want to
I mean,
throw
we-
someone else in. So you
QB
need
has
3.
been always the attention for the Bills. Like we've always either had a really good or really shit quarterback. Like I feel
I
like
don't think it was ever in between. I mean, I think Fitzpatrick was a good in between.
he was good, but I don't think he was. I don't know if the Bills organization was good for Fitzpatrick. A lot of players shine when they're off of the Bills. Not saying he shined.
Yeah,
he
that's
didn't
true.
shine off the Bills, but like Marshawn, he went crazy.
But some players shine even brighter on the Bills.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like Diggs. I mean,
Stephon.
yeah, he's going crazy.
Isn't
right
his
now.
numbers on the Bills like head and shoulders above what he was doing in Minnesota?
Well,
Not
he
head
had
and
a career
shoulders,
year.
but
it was
yeah.
his best year. I
Yeah.
mean, he had over 100 catches, close to 1,500 yards.
He did,
I mean,
he
I
did
guess,
not like.
I
the
guess you could
Vikings.
also argue the fact that he has a better quarterback,
Yeah, definitely. Better
Yeah.
than Allen's way better than Kirk Cousins.
Right.
but you know, we'll see.
To be honest, I hope we pick Travis Etienne, running back from Clemson.
You want a running back?
Yeah.
I do.
Why
also
are you
think
on?
we-
Are you on the F Singletary wave?
No, I'm not on the F Singletary wave. I just think that Etienne is a game changer. He's a home run player. He's one of those guys that you can give him the ball and there's a chance he takes it 80 yards to the house. And I just don't think the Bills have enough of that on offense.
How is he receiving wise?
Like a lot of comparisons are like the Kamara, but like he didn't catch a ball like his first 2 years at Clemson. He got better like his senior and junior year.
I feel like nowadays in the NFL, you need to have a running back that can catch the
He
ball.
can definitely catch the ball. I mean, like when I think about like running backs catching the ball, Motor and the AFC Championship game dropped that one when they like blitzed Allen and then he like threw it.
It's not even so much catching the ball though. It's about like, okay, when you catch the ball, can you get 4 or 5 yards every time after? Like, can you make a play? Can you make someone miss to get another 4 or 5
I don't
yards?
think that's like a big point in looking at a running back though. Like it might be, but
I
like
don't
we
know.
also have star wide receivers.
I
I
think
mean, I'm not an NFL coach, but
in our scenario with such a pass-heavy offense, I think you know you have to look at what you know their receiving ability, and then 2 is their blocking ability to pick up.
which we have like Zach. We have Zach Moss. He's a bigger body.
Yeah, but he's short.
He's still a big body though.
So I'm saying like we do definitely need to upgrade our blocking though on offense because we need to run.
Our
We were shut
own
down.
line's not bad.
It's not horrible, but like we can't run. Like
Well,
some plays we
yeah.
can run and shit, but like we mostly pass right now. At least last season.
I mean, we have some
pass.
improvements. We have a couple more weapons on offense. Not huge weapons, but
I mean, you lose John Brown, you add Emmanuel Sanders.
It's basically the same.
Yeah, I would say maybe a little bit of an improvement just because of John Brown's injury history in the past. I mean, last year, but
I think if Dawson Knox turns it up a notch, we could be really good too.
He
Yeah.
had some good plays, but like he also
Like if he can be consistent and make the plays that he's capable of making
Right.
and that he's made in the past, I think our offense could be really good. Like he's got size, he's got speed. I don't know
Yeah.
how he catches.
He doesn't
I don't know
have
how he
hands.
catches some of the balls he does and drops some of the balls he does. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't make any
it's a
sense.
lack of concentration, I think.
Or maybe pressure. Like those hard catches, he doesn't feel as pressured and he just
Yeah.
goes for it. Like he doesn't think as much. Like if I don't catch it, whatever. It was you know what I mean? The pass
Yeah.
wasn't the greatest anyway.
And like, I don't even think Allen's at his ceiling yet. Like,
I was
Not
gonna
even
say-
close.
I was gonna say, do you think Josh Allen's gonna come back next year and
Allen,
improve
dude,
like he did?
Allen's ceiling is not, he's not going to hit his ceiling for another probably like I'm going to say
2 years.
He's young,
2 to 3
but
years, yeah.
he's so big and he can move. Like that's two
But
things that are very.
the thing
good in a
is he's got to
quarterback.
be careful at the same time because that movement's not going to be there forever.
Yeah, he can't.
So
get hurt.
like we want him to maintain that movement as long as he can.
bro, the
more he
one
gets hit-
truck, the one where he just fucking ran somebody over.
Dude, he's
what
a-
game was that?
Miami.
He's a
Miami.
linebacker.
He's just crazy. Bro.
He's the size of a fucking
I know, bro.
linebacker.
He's
Kyle
got the
Van Noy.
dog. Yeah,
Huh?
When he ran over Kyle Van Noy in week 2
Yeah.
versus the Jets or
Yeah.
the Dolphins.
yeah.
Yeah, Allen is. He's everything you could ask for, I think, in a quarterback.
Who got memed on the Bills?
Oh,
By Derrick
Josh
Henry.
Norman.
Oh yeah, that was.
He's not. I don't think he signed. I don't
That
know
was
if they offered
bad.
him. But
I don't. I would have cut him off like right after I saw that cut.
Bro, it happens
You
to
got,
everybody.
you got exposed. No, he got
got
exposed.
thrown, and they, like, it
like
didn't
with
help
one
him.
arm.
it was a highlight for a couple of weeks. Also
Bro, it was
after
number
that.
one play on SportsCenter.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Top 10
saying.
plays.
Yeah.
Like it was everywhere on Twitter.
was
He
a
got caught on
highlight,
4K.
We got memed for that, and especially because we got blown out in that
Yeah,
game too.
that game.
Ryan Tannehill was
Let's not
running
even
into
talk
the
about
end
that
zone.
game. I still.
I mean, to be fair, we lost 3 games all season, and 1 came with the Hail Murray.
Hail Murray.
We got beat by the Chiefs at home, and we got beat by.
We deserved both losses at the Chiefs.
Yeah, we should have won 14-2. Honestly,
We shouldn't have lost
Chiefs
to
are
Tennessee. I mean, we should have lost to Tennessee.
that
we
game we
deserved
got
to
outplayed
lose.
with COVID and injuries and
Yeah.
the way they played. They just ran all over us. Never
But at
got
the
stuck.
same time, we had like. There's no way we should be losing that
Didn't
game.
Trey White not play that game? Because
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was
I
out. I think he was out.
It was like injury reserve because of his back. Do you think he was scared of COVID? Because like all of COVID, like Tennessee had like Matt because that game got postponed.
that was the first game out of
Right.
no, because you had the first game was the Pittsburgh game
Yeah.
because Tennessee played Pittsburgh, but
Mhm.
like Trey White debated even playing this season because of
Yeah,
COVID.
because
So
of COVID,
I
yeah.
but like he got like I think he said something like people said he like didn't play because of COVID and he
Right.
got like upset about it because he was like actually injured. So I
Yeah.
don't know the truth behind that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know. I think Bean just makes the Pitt's
Brandon
best
Bean.
player available tomorrow.
Brandon Bean is a great GM so far.
By the time
You
this,
said Pitts.
no, I would love Kyle Pitts.
Oh, I was
but,
gonna
like,
say we
that's-
didn't get Kyle Pitts.
I said best player available.
If we had him, if it's never gonna happen. But you know, if it did, we would be the best offense in the league.
You'd have to trade like 3 first-rounders for Pitts to get. That's if Pitts falls to like 8 or 9. You'd have to trade 3 first-rounders.
He's not falling 8 or 9.
Yeah, honestly, I think the earliest he could go is 4 to Atlanta, but I think he'll probably end up around 5, 6, 7.
What would you do if tomorrow the Bills first round in quarterback? What
I'd
would
be.
you do?
Who are we picking at 30?
I don't know.
Why? Who
But,
are
like,
we
what if they
anticipating to
did
be
that?
better than Josh Allen?
No, I don't know. It would just be mad weird if they did that shit.
I mean, they might in the later rounds.
You think we're gonna trade up tomorrow?
They're not picking up another QB.
You think we'll trade up tomorrow?
I don't think so. I think if anything, we trade down. I just don't think Bean. I don't know. Bean hasn't been that aggressive this offseason. It's like he's content with the roster that we have.
Which I get it.
And they say that they're gonna build for.
If it's not broke.
Like, well, I mean, it is kind of broke. The Chiefs did beat us twice.
Okay, but like the Chiefs have fucking crazy people on their team.
Okay, but we got to match it somehow.
That's why I think we go ETN.
Our cap space
30.
though, like
the Chiefs cap space was took too.
Oh shit. Anyway, I think the Bucks are gonna win the Super Bowl again. They have all 22 starters returning.
When is Tom Brady retiring? When is he? When is
I don't know. He's probably gonna win another fucking Super Bowl.
He is the GOAT though. Like,
I hope the Bills play the Bucks week 1. That would be my dream. Week 1 Thursday night, start off the season in Tampa. Ooh.
Or even in Buffalo.
My dream would be to play Tampa in the
day.
Super Bowl and beat Brady. Send his ass to retirement.
We were a game away from it too.
We were more than a game away from that.
How we
were a game, but we had a long way to fucking go before we got to the Tampa.
The Bills came out so stale against Kansas City. It sucked. I mean, they didn't though. They went up 9-0, and then Mahomes just destroyed us.
He turned on a switch.
We had no pressure, and we don't.
And he was injured.
Yeah, remember with the concussion? He wasn't.
And his
supposed to play.
His toe was fucked up.
Yeah, dude, I remember because the week before that, everybody was like, "Oh my god, if Pat Mahomes doesn't play, we're winning." And then they come out, he's playing. We're like,
he played and then destroyed us. And no, the reason I say that in cornerback too is like important because I think we need a fast corner because we did not have anybody who could keep up with Tyreek Hill.
Nobody can keep up with Tyreek Hill.
He's a freaking nature, dude.
The thing is, if you have a fast corner with safety help, you can keep up with Tyreek Hill, like what happened in the Super Bowl.
That's okay. That's fair.
With pressure, you need pressure and speed.
The thing is,
and
they brought pressure. We don't have that.
Yeah, but
look at their linebacker. Look at their linebacking core. We don't have that. I think that's another.
Our linebackers aren't
I don't know.
Our linebackers definitely aren't bad. Edmonds is
I think this
young.
is the last year we give Edmonds a good chance. Like I say, we go with him this year
Edmonds
and we give him a shot.
No, yeah, we'll definitely keep Edmonds.
He's too young.
Do you think it's just his size and athletic ability
and
that they're keeping him for?
His potential, dude. Like,
he's
he can
also
be crazy.
Tremaine Edmonds.
He's got the dog in him.
He's been in the NFL for 3 years, and I think this year would have been his rookie year.
Yeah.
If he came out at the normal age.
Right.
He got drafted at 19.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was 19?
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's impressive. Okay.
So he's
what does he do? Like 20, 21?
Yeah, he's so young. That's like the thing about Tremaine Edmonds was like he was younger than everybody.
Why?
So like,
I don't get that. Why?
I don't know if he reclassified, but I know he played 3 years in college, which was 17, 18, 19, I'm pretty sure.
He was in college at 17?
I think so.
How does that make any sense?
Hold on.
I can't understand that.
Does he have 3 brothers? Or no, he has 2, right? And they both play?
Yeah, they both play for the Steelers.
That's insane.
They got
that whole Edmonds family is in the NFL. Like that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, Tremaine is 22 years old, which means he would have been drafted at 19.
Yeah.
So he means he had, but so he was drafted at 19, but started the season at age 20 because his birthday is May 2nd.
Yeah, that's great. Imagine being signed at 19.
He was as old as I am right now, about to play in the NFL. That's in starting. That's insane. At middle linebacker
on the Bills.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But I think our issue is like our edge rushers, like Mario Addison. I mean, Jerry Hughes did pretty well at the end of the season, but like, just the rotation of like Addison. I mean, we cut
getting Starla back in there.
Yo, Feliciano was going crazy. One of the last games, he was like trying to fight people.
Yeah, because Chris Jones is an idiot.
Yeah.
Chris Jones is a beast.
He's a beast, but he's stupid. He's like literally punched.
I feel like a lot of the D tackles that are just beasts are a-holes. Like Namakong Su. Remember him, how big of an a-hole he was?
He won the Super Bowl this year.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, though, because you guys see that thing with Aaron Donald?
No. What thing? Explain.
So basically there was a report that he like beat the shit out of somebody at a bar.
Oh, I actually saw that. Yeah.
But now people are saying that the dude at the bar like it wasn't really Aaron Donald. Like he just thought it was Aaron Donald.
It's crazy.
But like I don't know like how that works.
The allegations, like when you're like playing, like especially NFL players, I feel like a lot of NFL players get bad reps on their name. But I mean, it also could be true. But like I don't know. But like you always see allegations about NFL players doing something to somebody.
Famous people in general.
I mean, yeah, but like it's because they're so aggressive.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
That's some shit.
Deshaun Watson. I mean, like just
How many? How many?
I think it's
cases,
22. I mean,
22 cases. No, how many? 22 cases.
Yeah, 22
I guess?
women came out against him, and they're all massagists or whatever. I don't know what they're masseuses, whatever.
that's insane.
And I mean,
So he just had a thing for masseuses.
yeah.
No, wasn't it like in the NFL, like their masseuses?
No, it was,
Or was it
ones in
just-
Houston.
Oh, okay.
He would
Okay.
basically what he would do
Mhm.
is go in there and he would like rub his like private parts
Right.
on the masseuses.
Yeah,
The-
that's messed up.
like
kind of weird.
and just I think he thought he would just get away with it if it's true because it's still
Right.
just allegations.
Yeah.
If it's true, I think he just thought he'd just get away with it because he's Deshaun Watson. But like you think like you're Deshaun Watson, you're a millionaire star quarterback in the NFL. Like
Why do you need to do
But,
that?
like,
yeah.
I mean, weird fetishes. Dude's got weird fetishes, I
Yeah, I
guess.
know.
Weird desires, like you would never guess.
Right.
yeah, that is something that I just can't still wrap my head around. Like Deshaun Watson, like because if that's all true, he'll be out of the league for at least a year.
I feel like more than that.
Can he get jail time for 22 different females that he?
Sexually assaulted.
Yeah, like that's jail time.
I don't know. I
Depends
have
on-
no
I
idea
mean,
how
he's
the
probably
law
gonna have a really
works.
good lawyer.
Yeah, and he's good enough to where like whatever happens, he'll be back because he's that good.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson is really.
And he's young still.
Yeah, like I mean, like Deshaun Watson's like the fourth best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
I put Mahomes, like there's no order, but these are the four above him: Allen, Mahomes, Rodgers, then Watson at 4.
Tom Brady not above him?
Respect that.
Skill wise, no,
He won the Super Bowl.
with 200 passing yards.
Yeah,
Tom Brady will always be the GOAT.
Tom Brady had the best team in the league.
You
I mean,
put-
I'm not taking any credit away
Bro,
from the guy,
you-
but he had the best defense in the league.
People used to say
probably.
that about the Patriots. He moved to a whole different team.
and he
won the
built a
Super Bowl.
super team.
the
That-
Bucks
dude,
held the Chiefs in 9 points.
I guarantee you, Tom Brady was the head coach of that football team.
He could have
ran.
won.
He definitely
probably,
ran.
yeah.
Tom Brady was the fucking head coach and the quarterback.
It's like,
he was
listen,
both.
this is what we're gonna do.
Yes.
Fuck your schedule.
Whatever he said went.
Yeah, I mean, I would listen to him too.
Who was the head coach of Tampa? Bruce
Arians.
Bruce Arians. Yeah. He probably like did not have to do a lot. He probably just let Brady do his thing.
Who
Gave him a
wouldn't?
ring.
I
I would
wouldn't
do
do
the
that.
same shit.
I mean, the team was their offensive coordinator. I forget his name, but
You think Brady goes to coaching after he's done in the NFL?
no,
No,
Jaless or what's her name?
Jolas.
Yeah, she's not going for it.
No, not
She's on-
Jolas.
No, it's Jolas.
No, it's not, dude.
You're thinking of Giselle from a different TV show.
Giselle. Yeah, that's his wife's name.
No, it's Jolas.
It might be Giselle.
It's Giselle.
I mean, like it's
It's
not
literally
Giselle.
Jaless is from Are You the One, bro?
No, bro, you're switching.
Jaless is from Are You the One? It's
Josh,
Giselle.
what is it?
Giselle. No,
Right.
there's one L.
E-L-E,
But, like,
same thing.
like,
Giselle.
that doesn't help us like pronounce it.
It's
Hold
not
on.
Jaless, you moron.
I don't know. Well, she's Tom Brady's not even the primary caregiver in that. Not primary caregiver. The
Breadwinner?
Yeah, breadwinner.
Okay, random thought. Speaking of Are You the One, would you ever go on it?
No.
Okay, let's
Hold on,
explain.
I'm
What,
gonna need everyone to be quiet just so we can figure this out.
okay.
I'll play it for the podcast.
We are looking at how to pronounce the name of this Brazilian model, activist, and businesswoman. Since 2001, she has been one of the highest paid supermodels in the world. How do you go about pronouncing her name, though? Giselle Bündchen.
Wait, nah, he said
Giselle
Giselle.
Bündchen.
It's Giselle.
Giselle.
Giselle
Celeste is-
Bündchen.
Giselle Bougie. All right,
Okay.
that's how you say it.
Giselle.
All right, back. Okay, what were we saying?
I was asking Gavin because I mentioned Are You the One?
Right.
Would you go on that show? Should we explain it first? Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I would, but if you want to explain it, I can.
Go ahead.
It's basically a show where there's like, what was it? The last one we watched, it was like, it's like 11 guys, 11 girls, and there's like, they somehow match people with their perfect matches based off, I don't know what they base it off of, but basically they have like
Some algorithm,
yeah.
personality test.
a set of weeks to find who their perfect match is and go on a bunch of dates. And I mean, it's just like reality, like crazy MTV. It's an MTV. It's on MTV. So,
Yeah, it's basically
yeah.
like
so
It's
but,
reality TV, pretty much.
yeah.
but like, why not? It would be a fun experience.
You would do it? I
Yeah.
would never.
I mean, like, I would go into it with no expectations of like finding somebody because like I just see how like people are on the show where it's like they fall in love and then they're not a match and then they have to.
So what happens when
You can't get connected. You cannot bring your heart into that game.
But they all say that. Like, imagine, like, you find one person
It's
and you fuck with them.
yeah.
Okay, but it's just
Then you go in the
11.
truth booth and you get
not a
honed, and you
match,
gotta
yeah.
watch them in the same house
Yeah.
get with somebody else.
Yeah.
That's gotta hurt your feelings.
I mean, definitely does, but like going into it, you need to know that.
Bro, can you know that you really like somebody like
You know
that
what I would do?
in a week or two?
I mean,
They got 10 weeks, don't
yeah,
they?
people
Yeah, but
fall
still.
pretty fast.
But still, it's like you're like the reason why people fall like that is because they're put into the same house and they see him every day, so their
Yeah.
mind already starts to like.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just the
That-
psychology behind it.
The boom boom room.
If I was to be on the show, I would let everybody mingle with each other, and I wouldn't talk to anybody. I would just be the last person. I'm like, all right,
You're just
when
a
everyone
super
gets their
social.
matches and there's one girl left over, that's my match right there. Boom,
What's the
got
point
the
of
money.
even
What's
going
the
on the
work?
show?
They're not
Win the
gonna-
money.
They're gonna kick you off, find someone new, and be like, bro, we
This
need
kid
like
was too
content.
boring. We need him
we need content.
I would be like, I'm not trying to get my heart broken for you on television.
Don't get your heart broken.
This is like kind of related to the TV show, but like, do you remember at the ceremonies where they put their hands on the iPads?
Yeah.
I always thought it was like actually scanning their hands. Like I never realized like until like we rewatched it. I was like, that shit doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's just all for the show.
Like, yeah, it's for the show. Like I thought they actually like scanned their fingerprints, like had that shit.
They don't do that?
Yeah, I know. It's on your face. I know you were.
Oh, you didn't know?
No,
Yeah.
I thought they scanned your hand.
No,
You
it's
put it
literally
up
an
there.
iPad on a podium,
Yeah.
and you just go like this, and they
Well, I knew it was an iPad, but I figure you can get some information by
No.
scanning.
No, but what would be the
on the
point?
screen, my guy. How
I
are they
don't
gonna
know.
read it?
I mean, yeah, why not?
I mean,
You
I
literally
I
you can
can't
read your
stop.
finger.
There's the sound of like the green bar going down.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
so it's not a thing. Okay.
I'm
It's definitely
90% sure that
100%.
that's
So you're not
they don't
100%
take
sure.
it.
So they probably do scan your hands.
Probably don't scan your hand. How can they scan your hand through a screen on an iPad?
But what would be the
Well,
point?
okay, so if you have a cell phone back in the day, like a
On
couple
the
of years ago,
home button.
you can do your
The home
your
button.
fingerprint.
Not on the
Okay, so they
screen.
got some high tech ass iPads.
Well,
I mean,
maybe, but like I still don't.
But what would be the point of it?
They already know who the perfect
Yeah.
matches are.
yeah, it's gonna just put it. Okay, so they put their hand in, it puts them in the system. Okay, yeah, these two are not a perfect
No,
match.
okay, we're done.
Like these fingerprints don't
Dude,
match.
the host knows. He probably just says, "Yo, light up 2 beams."
Right. No, there's people behind the screen.
Yeah.
Well, I know that there's people lighting up the beams, obviously, but
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, I don't know. They just know all the matches already. When you get the cast, you know.
okay.
Would you rather be?
Bro,
I did. All right, sorry. I was just reading that. Would you rather be the most famous person in the world or the smartest?
smartest.
Why?
I'm not
I
usually.
don't really want. Depends. What am I like? The smart like
Everything.
smarter, just like Elon Musk level, smarter than him though.
Nah, you're
Like-
STEM level smart. Like you're like above that.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
I would 100%. I mean, if you're the smartest, I feel like you could be the most famous
Yeah.
if you use it to your advantage.
No, like in my scenario, you're not getting
Oh, okay.
famous.
Well, I mean,
I'm never gonna get
smartest, though.
famous.
No.
Am I
Smartest.
gonna make a lot of money being smart?
I mean, like, yeah.
100%.
Okay, well then yeah, I'll be a smart person.
But would you ever think that you would get to a point where you're just too smart and like you just?
I don't like anybody because I'm smarter than everybody, and I just
Well, also
like
your
that.
life becomes bland because there's no challenge.
I wouldn't care. I'm the smartest human.
I would
alive,
find
bro.
a challenge. Like I would like try to like make a planet that you physically can't live on. That's too toxic. I would make it livable with some crazy ass
You'd be a
gas.
scientist.
I would
with it?
release some crazy ass gas on the planet that would like turn it into oxygen or something.
Would you be a scientist with your smartness? Like you can be smart and do.
I mean,
a
I
bunch
would
of
change the
different shit.
world. I'd try to change the world. If I'm that
Try
smart,
and
I would
end world
invent
hunger.
something crazy.
Reverse climate change. Try and do something.
Like a flying car, maybe.
Get the fucking
I would
cancer.
do everything.
Get a cancer vaccine going.
I would name
Not
like
a virus. Can't get a vaccine for it.
Okay, well, you know what I'm saying. Like
A
cure,
cure.
cancer. Cure cancer.
Cancer.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be.
I would
dope.
definitely do that.
I
Like,
mean,
if I was the
yeah.
smartest, like 100%, you're curing.
What do you think
cancer.
would happen if you took every single
COVID
version of the
vaccine.
COVID vaccine?
I have no idea.
Like at once. You got all the shots.
You just hide your vaccine card. You're like,
Pfizer,
yeah, yeah.
Moderna,
You probably get
Johnson
sick.
& Johnson, everything.
Oh, you might even
You probably get sick. I don't know.
Die, like probably. You're getting.
Do you think you're
3
just
shots
super
in.
immune to COVID then? Like you got
No.
every vaccine, like
probably the
you're like
same.
you're untouchable.
You just got mad antibodies.
Yeah.
Like mad different types.
I mean,
Wasn't it all the same?
yeah.
So why is there different types of shots?
I don't know. Different companies, money.
Okay.
Like, well, because like everyone.
So essentially, okay, hold on, I have a
probably the-
question.
Okay.
So essentially, I'm taking the Pfizer, so I took dose 1, and I
Yeah.
have dose 2 coming up. It's the same thing as Johnson and Johnson. It's just different brand.
No, it's not the same everything. There's different things in it.
So
but-
you have a different type of chip put in you than me.
So basically, they all have the same like RNA, like changing your like genetic.
Yeah, how
thing.
does it? So my genetics are totally changed now.
No, I just think that it.
Is it gonna affect our future kids? You think? Like, is my kid gonna be
No.
affected
You
because I
wouldn't
took this
know.
vaccine?
How
I
would
don't
you
think
know
so.
if it affected their DNA?
Deformation.
You also would have no idea at this point. Like, no, they wouldn't. They wouldn't release a vaccine to the entire population that would cook
Why?
the children.
Why?
Why?
Bro,
Because
that would
why would they
end
do
the
that?
world.
Crazy conspiracy population control.
It would end the world.
We're all taking the vaccine.
Not everybody. No.
What? So the government was like, oh yeah, these MAGA, I'm not getting the vaccine people are the people we're keeping alive? Like what?
Yes.
I don't.
I'm not saying it's a thing. I'm
I'm
just
just-
saying,
I think
like,
that's-
I'm just
We
giving you a
don't know.
what.
None of us
I'm
know.
just giving you a what if scenario here. I mean, you
can-
give us enough what if scenarios.
So you're saying basically like they're controlling the population because
I'm not saying it's happening. I'm saying what if.
what if? I mean that would be.
I mean, when Corona first,
I mean then we're not having kids.
when Corona first hit, everybody thought it was a population
Yeah, to
control.
kill people.
Like, yeah.
People
Like,
are
what,
just
vaccine is a population control now? They just want to end the world?
They like the COVID deaths weren't enough.
I-
They needed to add some more
Right,
with a
yeah,
fucking
no.
fake vaccine.
No,
okay.
that's not happening.
Speaking of this government shit, I was talking to this guy at work the other day about some conspiracies about the government. And I was like, you know what? Like this is actually like kind of not mind blowing, but it's kind of like if it's true, it would be crazy.
Okay, what?
So basically, like there's like a lot of reports that like aliens are real, like straight up real.
Dude, we already talked about this.
No, like this is like I'm not saying you think aliens are real. This is like there's reports that the government like has confirmed that aliens are real, but have declined to release information because they don't think the public would be able to handle it.
Yeah.
Because of a massive freak out because of it.
Where are your sources?
No, that's true.
I don't know. This
That is
this
true.
guy at my work.
Because I saw a video actually that recently came out, like the government like dropped it because like they've had it for a while. Because like I think it was actually like last year before like COVID
Yeah.
or some shit. Like I saw it on Twitter. It was a video of a UFO, I'm pretty sure, or something, and the government released it, and it was like I don't know the whole thing about it, but like I just know like they were hiding it for a couple of years, I think.
Then they're like, we're just not ready. Like the general public wouldn't be able to handle information, and that's just one thing. Like, just think
I mean,
about how
that's
many
true
things.
though. Think about that. If we like,
Yeah, it
say
is.
there's some like weird, like I don't even know how to describe the people, like psychotic people, that
yeah.
find out, they might start doing like
They would
crazy
go into
shit.
like apocalypse mode.
yeah,
Like people would like 100%.
like the
yeah.
purge type shit.
I mean,
might
I do
happen.
get it to a certain extent.
Well, and then it's it's the argument is like, is it true that ignorance is bliss?
Yeah.
I mean, I
In
guess
that, in
that's
that, in
scenario
that,
based.
in that scenario, I would say yes.
Yeah.
Although I would personally like to know.
But I see
It's
why
better
they
that
wouldn't.
everybody doesn't, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Whatever. I mean, I guess. But I don't want to know too late. Like, I don't want to know 10 days before some friggin' alien invasion.
You kind of just want to live it.
No. I would want to know ahead of time. Strap up. Get ready for war.
Bro, you're not surviving an alien invasion.
How do you know?
Bro, what do you think they're? You don't think they have guns or like lasers?
Bro, if they
What
got
if they're
UFOs,
very...
Right.
Okay. It's just their version of a plane.
And they're
Bro,
It's
their
their
plane
version
goes
of a
through the
rocket.
universe.
It's their version of a rocket ship. I'm
okay,
sorry.
if
I'm about to say that.
I'm surprised. Okay, I'm sorry. We can't drive our rocket ships as like how their UFOs would be flown.
Are you an astronaut?
No, but I'm
Okay, well then
saying-
how the hell do you know?
Bro, the way that astronauts come back to
Stop
Earth is
playing with that thing.
they go down in like a little thing and they have to hit the water. Right?
What?
I don't know. I'm not an astronaut, so I'm not going to speak
No, I
on
have
it.
no idea.
They go in like their little like thing. It's like a small thing that just goes and hits the water, and I think that's how astronauts come back to Earth.
Okay, I'm sorry for any astronauts if you're watching this. Because that was probably
We would
totally
like to
wrong.
know. Comment down
No,
below how
that's
you get
right.
back to Earth.
That's right, 100%.
You have to be in water. I don't think I've ever seen a rocket
No.
ship start in water.
No, you don't. They don't fly the rocket ship back.
They get like dropped. Like the rocket ship, like it goes up,
Yeah,
and then they get. You know how it detaches?
A little pod or
yeah,
whatever?
they're in
Okay.
that pod.
So they just take the pod home?
yeah, and it falls into the water.
I don't know. I don't know. So I'm not going to
What?
speak on it.
Yes.
Is there any That's crazy. Is there any like navigation system? That
I mean, they have a space.
can
they
they
have a-
steer the rocket ship, or is it just set for like a location that they like perfectly calculated out?
They have pilots for.
Yeah,
They're
like,
just, like,
what if there's
fucking
no
orders,
pilot and there's a fucking asteroid in the way of your ship and you got to steer out the way? Are you just done for if there's an asteroid that
Probably all
happens? They go in-
calculated.
Actually, they don't be landing in the water. This is what it looks like. You
Well,
can't
just-
really see it. It's
just,
they like
describe
parachute
it.
down. They like parachute down.
They jump out of the
Okay.
pod.
No, like the pod got a parachute.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Probably
Okay.
calculated to where
Yeah,
it lands
yeah,
too.
yeah. That would make sense.
Yeah.
But
That would. Go ahead.
no, because I was gonna talk about something else.
Oh, go ahead. That's fine.
Oh,
That was-
well, because even that, there's like arguments with like 9/11. Like,
Yeah.
there's been a lot of government officials that have came out and were like, 9/11 was some. I'm not saying like we like did it, but it was like it was known in the government that it was going to happen, and we let it happen.
What
and
are-
then
what are they
launched
gonna do,
an
though?
invasion in Iraq because we wanted oil. That's like all it was. Like that's what 9/11 was. Like the government was hyped when 9/11 happened.
Because it gave him a reason.
Give them a reason to invade Iraq for no reason.
Well, that doesn't sound right. It gave him a reason to go to Iraq for no reason.
Yeah, because they said,
Well, okay, I
okay, we
guess that
launched
makes sense.
Iraq to 9/11.
Yeah.
Iraq to 9/11, we're going to go invade Iraq. But in all reality, it was a fight for oil.
Did they stay there after they killed Bin Laden? Or
Oh,
whatever?
are
Bin
we
Laden
still in Iraq?
Bin Laden didn't get killed till 2010. But there was,
Obama was president when.
Oh yeah, that was 9. It was 9 years later.
Yeah.
so, and well, what happened was, so Osama bin Laden claimed to have done the attacks of 9/11.
You think he just?
A lot of people say that he's not the one who did it. And like the government was just like, oh, this is the easiest person to pin it on. And he probably, I don't know if they were like connected or if he probably wanted like the clout for doing it. So when you look at it like that, it's like, how did 9/11 happen? I'm not going to get into like the super conspiracies, like where like the building's falling down and it looked like
I was gonna say because
demolition.
how the building
Yeah.
fell on itself and how it didn't tip or some
and like
stuff
how
like that, yeah.
like if you watch the video,
Right.
it's like the towers go down and like if you slow it down, there's like you can see an explosion under the floors as it's going down, but it's right before the floor falls. So and it's like people say,
Bro, I don't think they were strapped with bombs in that building. People would have had to know.
nah, they say that they like closed down the like certain floors like days before 9/11 and no one was allowed to go on there.
I'm pretty sure it would have been more like people would.
I
have came
didn't
out
know about this until now.
And you know that there was a third building in New York City that fell. So you had the two main twin towers, and then it was like World Trade Center 8.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get hit by anything. Fell to the ground just like the other two.
No, I'm pretty. Didn't I? Oh, I'm thinking of the Pentagon, right?
Yeah, the Pentagon got hit.
Okay, yeah.
But there was a third building in New York City that fell down. Didn't get hit by a
Do
plane.
you think maybe the Pentagon wasn't planned? Like the government
The
didn't think
Pentagon
that was
was
going to happen.
Al-Qaeda
They knew
also,
about the
wasn't it?
World Trade Center, but they like
Didn't know. about
whatever the terror Al
Pentagon.
Qaeda was like. After the government, we're about to hit them with some crazy shit right in the Pentagon.
Well, I don't know, because where was the fourth plane going? The one that fell or crashed
It
in
crashed in a
Pennsylvania?
field, didn't it?
Yeah,
Did everybody
because
die
they
still?
fight. Yeah, because they fought the terrorists.
Mhm.
Like the people on the plane fought the terrorists and
That's so
forced it to,
scary.
to
Dude,
crash.
imagine like you can't
But I
even
forget-
imagine that shit, bro.
I forget if it was going to the White House or the Capitol. Not too sure.
I
I
think
mean, it was going somewhere
Capitol.
important.
I don't think it was.
It was
White
going
House.
somewhere in DC. But I don't know. I don't know. But still, it's like
That's I didn't know about any of this like conspiracy until like
it's super.
If they
it's-
try to do that now, though, we'd know as soon as someone launched something. Or like I'm talking about like missiles or something. But like if
Well-
somebody launched like a nuke or like a missile or
Yeah,
something,
wouldn't
the
but
U.S.
don't-
would know about it
Don't
as
we
soon as
have
they
like
launched it.
AI intelligence, like artificial intelligence somewhere like up in the sky that will
Yeah,
sense
yeah,
anything near us?
Yeah.
Mhm. And they have that like if it even came near us, they have that like gun that just follows it.
Or they
like,
probably
and
have
track
another
it.
missile or something that just meets it.
Yeah.
and it just explodes midair.
I
But
bet-
I don't know how that would go.
That's so scary to
bet
think about.
There's so much technology that the United States
Dude.
has that we just have no idea about,
Like,
and if it came down to
And
it,
we fuel a lot of places
If
with
one day-
technology.
Russia or like China said they were just like,
China
I'm done
would
with
never.
America. I'm done with them. And they just started throwing nukes on nukes.
China gets mad money from America and mad supplies.
I mean, that's the
That could, dude, it's crazy how like
It,
click of a button. I
yeah,
feel
but
like
it
if
could,
you think
but it
about it,
couldn't at the same
the
time.
only like nuke that was ever dropped was on Japan
Yeah.
to end World War II,
Right.
and like the U.S. faced a lot of things. They had to like rebuild Japan
Yeah.
after they dropped it. I mean, that whole area is still like, I don't know if it's still, but for the following,
there's probably aftermaths of, damages from all the, what is it?
Bro, it took down like wasn't
all
that like
there's probably radiation there
Bro,
still.
yeah,
wasn't that like a question in high school? Like
Do you think it should have been dropped?
it was either that or how it was it was like should they have dropped it
No.
knowing of all the innocent people?
Not
Because
even
like
close.
that I remember that was a question.
Well,
I think.
I don't think so.
the issue is with that is that like Japan was just not giving up.
Yeah.
Like we defeated Germany. I'm pretty sure. If someone's a history geek, like I'm not too sure on this, but I'm pretty
I
sure
think
we
Japan
had,
was the last person.
Yeah,
I think there was a call. Like I think the president called or something. Like I remember. I don't know. This
That was
could
a
be totally
video.
wrong.
No, you're wrong.
But-
But that was a movie, I think.
No, I never watched the movie on this. The president called and they weren't giving up or whatever, and he warned them about whatever. I think about something, and then they said
The president
they said "F you," and then we said, "All right,"
Well, yeah, 'cause
and just dropped a nuke on the.
the president doesn't control the military.
Yeah,
Like,
he
I
does.
get
He's
it.
the commander
I
in
get it.
chief.
They,
Oh, really?
they blew up a
Don't
couple
know.
ships, or was it even one ship? A couple ships,
Bro,
right?
yeah.
A whole fleet of ships, maybe.
You
I'm
mean,
not-
you
I'm
mean
not-
Pearl Harbor?
Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, but how many
That's not
ships
the
were
same
destroyed?
thing.
I don't know, a ton. I don't know. I don't know any specifics.
They destroy Pearl Harbor.
Bro,
I knew it was Pearl Harbor, but I'm just like I'm saying what was actually destroyed was just a bunch of ships.
talking about Hiroshima.
The harbor got destroyed.
I know,
and
but
all the
there's
ships there.
ships there.
I don't know how many. They probably all got cooked.
Why are you so
Because I'm guessing that's where all the people died. They were on the ships or working on whatever ships.
Yeah.
Doing what that's how all the people died. They were on the ships. The ships got destroyed. That's what I was trying to say.
okay? The ships got destroyed.
We haven't had like a real war like in a minute.
I was gonna say, I feel like
Dude, war is way too dangerous nowadays because we can literally end the human population.
Yeah, but you could have done it like even in like
they could
the
have.
mid 2000s.
Do you know about the plane that the president has, like the Doomsday plane? Like how insane! I watched a YouTube video on it a couple weeks ago, and there's like a Doomsday
like-
plane. It's like
I
I
don't
think
know
it's
about
like
that.
over 150 million or whatever.
They could like stay in the air for weeks.
Oh,
Weeks
really?
on, it could survive like crazy like nuclear blast. Like it,
It's like an insurgent.
yeah,
plane.
like it's like an insurgent plane. Like it's like basically if that plane ever gets launched, we're all
How
probably
big
dead.
is it?
Probably pretty big. If
I mean,
it's
there's
withstanding a nuke.
There's like
That's right.
Congress rooms in it and everything, like for all the important people. Like it's huge.
That's crazy to think about.
Like they were, the video was explaining if that plane ever goes, we're all dead at that point.
Where do you think president's bunkers are?
That plane is this bunker.
No, they definitely have underground bunkers,
Well, what did they do when they attacked the Capitol?
right? Yeah.
Where did they hide? I don't know.
I don't know.
They probably got some crazy.
There's a chance the
secret-
president couldn't have been anywhere near there.
Well, it was Trump. And so, like, he was probably vibing with it. Like, he wasn't worried. Like, the people who were attacking the Capitol weren't going to do shit to Trump. Trump was actually watching it on TV and, like, applauding them.
He's probably watching it.
He was, like,
He was yeah.
hyped. He's probably
Bro,
hyped.
they be having parties like that when major stuff goes down. They have like, I don't know if parties, but like they'll like watch it on a TV and just have all like the Congress people in a room just watching it. Like I feel like that's weird. Wouldn't you do something?
Well, they're
It's not
I mean,
gathering-
what can you do like that? Like, there's, I don't know.
I mean, it's probably a
You're the
value.
president,
It's
bro.
probably a
Like-
value of them to watch it to see how the news is portraying it to the public, so they can get a better idea of how the public's feeling about whatever situation that happened. You know what I mean? So they can go about addressing it in whatever way they feel the public will
yeah.
be okay with, and at the same time they'll be okay with. coming to terms with that.
So like
That's probably why they do that.
like they're just puppets. Like they just do like they don't do what's right. They just necessarily do what like to please the public or make themselves look good. Like all
Yeah,
politicians.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why they probably do that.
That's why like it's even so weird with like news stations like Fox
I don't
and
watch the
CNN
news.
and like just how
I don't watch the
they're so different. Like I remember when this election, the past one with Biden and Trump, like Fox News the first night when Trump was up, Fox News was like, oh yeah, he's gonna be the president again, blah blah blah. And then like you had like other news stations that were like, oh
He was
well,
winning by a landslide.
not a
boy.
landslide.
By a
I'm
good
pretty sure
amount.
he was just up on the electoral
He
college.
was up by a good amount.
Well, because
I
what
remember
happened-
you saying something about it because you were like dialed in to every second looking at the votes. Like you were dialed in.
Well, because what happened was they counted in-person votes first and then mail-in ballots second. So basically, Trump was up because Trump had a majority
There was
of
a
the
shit ton of
in-person.
mail.
Yeah, because there was a pandemic going
And
on.
people thought it would be a lot
And
for Trump.
okay,
and
we're not gonna get into politics, but mostly it would make sense. I'm just gonna say that it would make sense that mostly Democrats were the ones that mailed in ballots.
Yeah, because they didn't want to go out in the pandemic.
Yeah, I'm not gonna speak on it anymore.
And
I don't wanna
if like the whole thing about the ballots being fake, I mean, Trump lost in like 50 different courts. 50 or I don't know how many states he lost in.
I remember because like he would always like tweet about it.
Bro,
Don't worry
everyone was
about
like,
it, I'm coming back.
everyone was like, oh, Sleepy Joe didn't win. Trump's gonna be back. Just wait till January 24th. This is gonna get released, and this is gonna get
As
released.
you guys can all tell, you know who wanted Joe.
I mean, yeah, of course. Who the fuck wants Trump as your president?
Here we go.
I'm not saying that you didn't. I'm not saying.
I
I'm just
voted
saying
for
you
Joe Biden.
wanted,
Yeah.
like you genuinely liked them.
No, I didn't like Trump. It was not that I liked Joe Biden that much.
I don't
I
like
felt
either
like-
of them.
See, I felt like you actually really liked Biden.
I
And it wasn't
liked-
the fact that you didn't like Trump. You just really liked Biden.
I like Biden because I thought at a time of pandemic, like all the stuff going on with the George Floyd and how Trump handled that, and basically all of that, that I think the way Biden speaks to the country and acts as a president represents more of a role model than Trump ever did. And I think that it's very important to have that as a president.
I think weren't you the only one that voted? We didn't vote because I
Yeah.
remember we had COVID at the time.
Yeah, I voted.
You shouldn't have been voting.
Well, I
But you
didn't get my
did.
test back. And also, I looked up you could vote with COVID.
No, yeah, you could have.
I know
They were-
it's-
That's kind of weird, but like I guess it is your right to vote. So I mean, you have COVID, but like you.
I also didn't know I had COVID at the time.
You didn't know you had COVID. You sat in the you drove in the car with us 2 hours to go take a rapid test. We all tested positive.
I didn't go.
You didn't go with us.
Oh yeah, you didn't go. Okay, but
I
you
was-
were
I
at
was
all the
with you
parties
guys.
with us that led us to
Yeah.
having it.
But still, I mean, I looked it up because I was cautious because because the rule was, as long as you go there and say I recently got tested for COVID, you bring your own pen, you're fine. And I did all that. Didn't get within close.
Yeah,
to
I
anybody.
didn't. When you did it at the time, I didn't know that you were allowed to do that, even if you had COVID. That's.
I mean, honestly, if I
Like,
had
I'm
known I was
surprised-
positive, I probably wouldn't have.
I'm surprised they wouldn't make you just do like a mail-in ballot.
It was the day of,
You can't mail it.
and also I wasn't positive for COVID yet. There was no,
Yeah.
there wasn't like something I can be like, hey, I'm
But you
positive.
knew you had it.
I mean, I didn't know.
I mean,
You said you didn't
no,
know, but
bruh.
you knew. You didn't know, but you knew.
okay, but like at the same time, when I came back when I had COVID, my mom like I had my mask on and everything, obviously, but my mom like hugged me and I lived there with her
Yeah,
still.
same.
And my mom or sister that lived there at the time never got it. Like it's just weird how I don't know. I don't know how it works, but like
Well, we
COVID
were
is
just
so.
cautious. We were just cautious.
I know, but I'm saying like my mom. Like how did my mom not get it? I was touching door handles, but I mean I wiped them
Well,
off.
it's
and-
more of an airborne thing. It's not like, okay, if I have COVID and I touch the surface and then you touch the surface, you're gonna get it.
Oh,
It's
she
airborne.
didn't even have a mask on.
Yeah, it's weird the fact that like all of her friends got it, but we didn't spread it to like anybody else.
Here's the
I don't
thing,
know anybody that
Saliva exchange is probably the reason we got it between drinks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's like
That
that's
night,
direct.
probably,
Like
yeah.
you're whatever I have, you have now.
yeah, and it almost had to be it. I mean, probably sitting in cars and just like
Mhm.
face to face.
Well, I mean, we sat
actually,
in a
it's actually
car
funny.
for 40 minutes.
It's funny because me, you, Nate and Colin all went to get tested. So there was 4 people in the car and then me. And we went there. They all tested positive, and I was the only one that was negative that night.
I think that might have been a false.
It could have been a
He
false.
probably just wasn't testing positive yet.
Yeah,
Or
but
it was the waiting
I think
period, yeah.
Because after the party we went to when we got it,
Well, I slept in your bed.
you slept in my bed.
I slept in your bed actually the night that I think I might have got it.
Yeah. So like I think I probably even got it from if I don't know.
Maybe I
mean, it's all from the same source, but yeah.
Yeah.
that's insanity.
And then I drove 2 hours by myself like 2 days later, and I was positive. So
Now we can just drive 5 minutes.
Yeah.
yeah, no, that was when Rapid was
And
like,
we're also vaccinated, so
right.
fucking came a long way. But you know, I think we're gonna wrap things up here. So appreciate all the support so far on episode 6.
Episode 7. You still suck at this.
No,
This is episode 7.
This is episode 7.
I can't thank them for the support on the episode that is not out yet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't listen to him. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back next Friday for episode 8.
Thanks, guys. Peace.
See ya.
Yes.